It's pretty
It
cool.
is.
I know you're also a mom, Nyla, so I can't even imagine the work-life balance that you have to create there, which is one reason why many women find themselves not choosing careers like engineering or other things like that, because it's demanding, and it's demanding for a right reason. I mean, I'm not knocking the fact that that's what it takes to get a rocket into space. So how do you work through that? How do you keep the balance with being fully present with such a important position and part of the team there at Stennis Space Center, but then also, filling that role as a mom back at home and making sure you don't miss, the important things there?
Um, it was really hard at first. I was not prepared for what it was going to feel like, what it was going to be like to have these brand new babies, and I want to be with them, the whole time, but I had to be at work. So it's not something that I had thought about. So if I have any advice for girls out there, think about that, what your future plans are. And it doesn't mean that you can't go into engineering, but definitely something to think of, and think of your finances and if you could take more time off. After my first child, I had to come back to work 6 weeks after I had her, because it was a new job after a contract change, and so I had no time, and things were a little different back then. But after my second child, I really found myself struggling. It was hard to make 40 hours. I had that routine of get up in the morning, get the girls ready, get them to daycare, go to work, come home, pick them up, do supper, give them baths, and do it all over again. And while I have tons of help from my parents and my in-laws and my husband, it was still difficult, to feel like I was being a good mom. So thankfully, I have good supervisors and some upper management, and they saw my struggle. And after much prayer and discussion, they were able to work out a flexible alternative schedule for me. And now I feel like I can get it all done. I feel like I'm able to do all the things I wanted to do. I've been able to coach their softball teams, and I've been able to get more involved at church. And I recently started a fit camp class in the mornings, which is so not me, but I'm doing that 3 days a week.
You really
Yeah,
are a rocket scientist that does it all. But I love your honesty, and I love the honesty in the answer to that question, because I feel like sometimes just understanding the reality of the situation and then making the best decisions for your family, and learning that sometimes you do have to work, to find that balance, but it can be done with open communication and conversation.